Welcome everybody to the YTWE18 Plus, and on this very special episode, Vlogger Bob and myself will be talking about women's wrestling and why it should be respected and why we take it seriously right here in the YTWE.
Warning. This video is not for minors. The characters used in this e-federation have all given their consent. This material is make-believe and has been rated M for mature. If video game violence offends you, please click out of this video now. 18 and older only. Proceed with caution. Thank you.
Here we go, Mr. DeVito. It's a YTWE 18 Plus Women's Championship match. We got Cameo versus the champion, Cat Riley. That's right, Bob. We've got these two ladies in this match, and they have got an incredible history right here in the YTWE. Yeah, Mr. DeVito, I know Cameo was the first ever YTWE Women's Champion, right? Yep, and she beats... who did she beat, Bob? She beat Lammy Sinclair, Goth Girl, and Melissa Collier. That's right, Bob. Yeah, that's who she beat in a four-way to become the first ever champion. Now, Bob, Cameo was a very good defending champion. She went on to defend against Goth Girl, and then on two separate occasions was able to beat Cat Riley in her attempt to take that championship from her. But it was Boston Chickie that ended up beating Cameo for the title, right? Yep, absolutely right, Bob. You know your YTWE women's history. Mr. DeVito, I know all of my women's history. Do you know where women's wrestling originated from? Well, I actually do, Bob, as it happens. It was like 1930s. Mildred Burke. And well, what was her record, Bob? 200 men. She wrestled 200 men, and she only lost to one of those guys. Now, that's an incredible record, Mr. DeVito. That is certainly an incredible record, Bob, and something I think most male wrestlers would love to have on their record, to say they've had 199 wins and only one loss. Now, that is a prime example, Bob, of how women are just as good as the men. And you had other great women back then, like Mae Young and the Fabulous Moolah, which I guess everybody knows from their time on WWF, WWE, whatever you want to call it these days. They had a big run there when they were old, but when they were young, they were top competitors, especially Fabulous Moolah. Now, Mr. DeVito, moving forward, we went to like 1955, and they come out with the All Japan Women's Professional Wrestling Association. Yeah, I know the one, Bob. I know it. And you got to look at Japanese women's wrestling. I mean, that is some amazing stuff. I mean, you got to look at some of the Japanese women that have been about, like that Jumbo Miyamoto, Akira Hokuto, Manami Toyoto, Jaguar Kyoto, Aja Kong. You know, Bob, the list goes on. There are some amazing Japanese women wrestlers throughout history, and it still goes on today. I think personally Japan is one of the best places in the world to work, to wrestle. Personally, these days, I think Great Britain has got a lot of talent too. The Americans have got Shimmer, which is an amazing, absolutely amazing, fantastic. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Shimmer, all-female promotion. It is absolutely amazing. And this just proves why women wrestlers are just as entertaining as the males. You know, Bob, I'm going off on one now, man. But the point is, these ladies, they go out there, yeah, and they do the exact same thing the men do, yeah. They put their bodies on the line. They go through the same pain. They have to have the same athleticism, yeah, the same conditioning, Yeah, these women do the exact same thing as the men, yet in some places they're not treated with the respect they deserve. They're still treated like a sideshow, you know, like a toilet break, something along those lines. It's disgusting, but because these women have worked really hard, and it can be down to how professional wrestling has treated women and put women across. You know, like you go back to the late 90s and women wrestlers, really a lot of them were just models, you know, and that carried on for many years, Bob. Like, and it's only now that in the big American promotions, I mean, don't get me wrong, Japan, Europe, Great Britain, other places in the States, yes, they do know how good women's wrestling really is, you know, and it's only now that the big promotions are really starting to take notice, you know. Take Paige, she's the biggest female wrestling star in the world right now. Her mother being Soraya Knight, who is an absolutely fantastic performer. Honestly, every time I watch Soraya, I'm astounded. She's so good at what she does out there, and it is no wonder that Paige is as good as she is, and it is now, like I'm saying, that the big promotions are starting to take. Cat flap, Bob! Cat flap! Shit, sorry, Bob. One, come on. Yes, Cat's got the title. Sorry, Bob, I know I'm not supposed to have favourites, but Cat was my manager for a very long time, so, you know. But CC, Cameo, well done. Man, what's that? That's 2 for 2. That's 2 for 2, Bob. Well, it sounds to me like there's going to be another match for these two ladies. They got 2 apiece. They're going to have a decider, right? Yeah, I reckon so as well. Every time these two go at it, it is an absolute barn burner, and you have no idea of who's going to win. I mean, it goes back and forward. This one, Cat's taken, defended the championship. They are 2 for 2. They are equals as women's champions. Well, I can't wait for that one more match, Mr. DeVito. I hope you can do it soon. I probably will, Bob. But I'll tell you what, we are looking for women wrestlers to join the YTWE, be taken seriously, to be respected, and to be given equal measure to the men. Yeah? Equal measure. And ladies, we invite you to voice your opinion. We invite you to tell people why women's wrestling is just as entertaining as the men's wrestling. Let's go to break, Bob. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bob. Thanks, everybody. Come back to the YTWE. Subscribe now. Watch the best. Fuck the rest. Yeah.